holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready!
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check alert! Check alert! Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Check go!
They'll run again here with Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL.
And oh, it clocked it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he's got this down to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. His throw incomplete. These two teams met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hurts. That one complete to Parker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Throwing again. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg. Daniels. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck. Kick it, field goal time.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time.
On first down, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Down the right sideline. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play, otherwise he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next the score, Eagles 21, Commanders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks.
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tough spot here. Third down and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Let's go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Play action. Here's Hurts. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Great. Set.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Commanders come through with a fourth down stand. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
19 light.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Great, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Barkley, inside handoff. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Elliott is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, No space to fit in the football.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Here we go, set.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10. At the
On 1st and 10, Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
On the jump.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Now back to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That one downfield for Dotson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second down and a run by Robinson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And an Eagles 1st down.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And it's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That'll go as a pickup of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the up. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Commanders 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready up. Ready, ready.
Throwing after the interception. Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's good for Washington. First down.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Washington. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Eagles 40. Commanders 20. Brandon McManus set to
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Hurts. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Up the middle with Barkley. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
13 yards. First down, Eagles.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Great.
A handoff to Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 21-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And, my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Shipley It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 3rd down, Shipley, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.